All right, y'all see my sticks? Sharpie sticks, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's do it. All right. So we are on number 21. All right, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Test number 3. Let's finish that today. So test number 3. This is number 21. Today is 4-14-21. Wednesday. All right, 21. Let's finish that one right now. That one has solve the systems of equations. Solve, and it has 4x minus 5y equals -7. And it has 5x plus 1y equals 13. All right, there's a problem. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and multiply the numbers that are right here. See these numbers right here? That one and that one. You're going to flip those two numbers around and multiply all of it by that. Okay, so solve this system of equations. You're going to go like this. 4x minus 5y equals -7. 5x plus 1y equals 13. And you multiply the top by this number right here. The 1, put it up here, and the 5, put it down here. Okay, and since it's already plus and minus, you don't have to do anything else besides that. So now, I'm going to multiply everything by those numbers. Ready? So, 1 times 4x is 4x. 1 times -5 is -5y. And 1 times -7 is -7. 5 times 5 is 25x. 5 times that is positive 5y. And 5 times 13 is 65. 5 times everything, 1 times everything. So step 1, whatever these numbers are, you just flip them around, okay? Now, next step is add them straight down. So that's going to be 29x plus 0 and 65 minus 7 on your calculator is 58. So 29x is 58. So now, last thing, divide by something. You tell me. Divide by what?
29.
Exactly. 29. So x, I got one answer. What is x going to be? Calculator. What is it? 58 by 29 is how much? 2? Is that right?
2.
Okay. So now, once you get the x answer, to find the y answer, then you need to substitute back in here. 4x minus 5y is -7.
So the box,
4. Go ahead.
I can't see what you're writing the boxes over.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll do it now. Yeah, I see there's a box in front of my machine. I'll get it. Get this thing out of the way. Let's get this. All right, there it is. So start out with the original problem. Whatever these numbers right here are, flip them. Everything by 1, everything by 5. The new ones are right here, the new. So now, after you get that, then you add them straight down. Once you get the new stuff right here, new and new, you just add them straight down. So 29x is 58, divided by 29, these are gone for sure. So I got x is 2. Now, once you get the answer for 2, it doesn't matter which one, but I'm going to pick the first one. So I'm going to put a 2 for the x. So 4 times 2 is 8 minus 5y is -7. 8 minus 5y, and you're going to go -8, -8. This goes away. So minus 5y equals -15. So now one more step, divide by something. You tell me. Divide by what? Both sides by divide by what number?
5.
Yeah, -5 there, -5 there. So y
-5.
is, yeah. So what's the answer going to be? Negative by negative is a plus answer. What is it?
3.
3. All right. So I'm going to put my answer here right here in the box. Answer is x and y, and the x was a 2, and the y was a 3. So there's an answer right there. And again, if it's already minus plus, you don't have to do anything. Just flip the numbers times it. Okay, so when you do the solving systems. All right. 21, is that okay? Again, what we're doing tests number 3, number 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 today. All these cards right here. All right, so 21, it's done. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, you ready? Can I go to the next one? Number 20, 22?
Can you do another one real quick?
Sure, of course. All right, let me do that one just like this one, okay? Number 2. This is 21, and I'm going to just change the numbers, okay? Some boxes in front of me also, okay? All right, same problem. I'm just going to change the numbers. I'm going to say 5x minus 2y equals 3. And let's put a plus here. And 4x plus 2y equals 6. How much is that? Let's make it bigger. 5x plus 7y. Yeah, that's better. It's 12. There you go. All right, so I got those two right there. 5x minus 2y is 3, and 5x and 7y is 12. All right, so what I told you is look at the numbers on the y's. The numbers on the y's are this one and this one. There they are. There.
Sir, I'm
Now,
sorry. What test
go
are
ahead.
you on?
What's that?
What test are you on?
Number 3.
3. Okay, sorry.
That's number 3, and I'm doing 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. This one here.
Okay.
That's number 3, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so now I'm going to write this down again and then multiply everything, right? So 5x minus 2y is 3. 5x plus 7y is 12. So over here, I'm just going to get these numbers here, 7 and -2 right there. Just flip these numbers around. Put the 7, put the -2 right there. All right, there. So now, from there, we're going to go ahead and times it. And you tell me what the number is going to be, I guess. What is 7 times 5? Give me a number. 7 times 5. 35x, okay. And what's 7 times -2?
-14.
Y. And 7 times 3?
21.
21. And -2 times 5 is -10x. And -2 times 7 is -14y. And -2 then that's going to be -24. Okay, so now I multiply everything by 7, everything by -2. So now we're going to add these numbers together. And let's see what we're going to get. What do we get? Let's see. what is, let's see. Hold on a second, let me look at something real quick. Okay, and 5, okay, and 7 times 9, and let me check something real quick. Just a second. I don't know these numbers are hard finding me. Okay. Okay. Right. Let me change it. I don't like this one. Let me do a different one, okay? I don't like the way I did this one. Let's do it again. I'm gonna use little number this time. 3x plus 2y 5, and I'm gonna go 4x minus 5y is -1. There you go. So we use instead of double digits. I don't want it. All right, let's do it like that. 3x plus 2y is 5, and 4x minus 5y is -1. Okay, so now I look at the last numbers. I look at this number, and look at this number. So those numbers, I'm going to use them down here. 3x plus 2y, 5 single digit, 4x minus 5y equals -1 single digit. All right, so multiply by these two numbers right here, the 5 and the 2. So I just flip the numbers around. Whatever's there, I just put it there. Just single digits. All right, so now multiply straight across. So I'm going to have pi. What's on top? 5 times that?
15.
Yep, 15x. Plus 5 times 2, 10y. I got that part. And 5 times 5, is that 25? Is that okay?
Yes.
The second one, everything by 2, right? That's going to be 8x minus 10y equals -2. Like that. All right, so 8. What's 10 and 10? Is that, can I just put a 0 for that one? Is that okay? 0. And what's 8 and 15? Give me those numbers. What's 8 and 15 together?
23.
23? All right. So this is going to be 23x. And what is 25 minus 2?
23.
Yep, 23. All right. So now since it's 23x plus that, so I'm going to write 23x equals 23. So next step. What I do?
Divide.
Yep. Divide both sides by, you tell me.
23.
Yep, 23. This one by 23, and this one by 23, right? And 23 divided by 23 is What's
One.
the answer? 1. So okay. So I got one answer. The answer is 1. Single digit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and substitute back into the other one. Okay. I'm gonna go 3x plus 2y is 5. So 3 times 1 plus 2y equals 5. So 3 plus 2y equals positive 5. So now I need to get rid of the 3. So minus the 3 and minus the 3. I know these guys are gone. So 2y equals 2. Now I still need to divide by something. What do you think? Divide by what to fix it?
By 2.
Yep. By 2 by 2, right? If I divide both sides by 2, this one by 2, and this one by 2, so y equals 1. So x and y for this problem are what? 1 and 1? 1 and 1. So 1 for the x and 1 for the y. Does that make sense? 1 for the x and 1 for the y. Okay. Is that okay for number 21? Yes or no? Tell me yes or no.
So whenever you minus the number where you put 3 plus 2y minus 3, do you always put it by the 2y? I thought it had to be next to
Yeah,
it.
always put it by the y. Whatever the y's are, I mean, yeah, like for this problem, always in my math, whatever is right here, you just flip it upside down, and it works all the time. Because they're gonna have plus and minus already in there. So since there's a plus and minus already, I just have to multiply by just the numbers, 2, 5, 5, 2, and it'll cancel, and always this will cancel out.
Oh no,
So
I was
maybe
talking
yeah.
about when you're trying to find y, like you always put it
Oh,
next
okay.
to y, like
Yeah.
minus
Yeah, okay. I see what your question. So once you get this answer here, whatever this number is, you just put it back in the first one. I mean, that's what I do. Is get the answer. I got 1. Okay, you know what? Put it in the first one. If I got 7, put it in the first one. If I got 9, put it in the first one. That's like the easy way. Whatever is here, you know what? Whatever I get for the answer, where are you gonna put it? The first one, and then you sub it in there, and then you'll get the other answer. And then once you do that, you'll have 2 answers, x and y. Once you get x and y, you have it. Yeah, that's what. And it doesn't matter if you do it in the first or the second one. But when I do my 305 guys, and those, I just tell them, hey, you know what? Just put in the first one. Now you don't have to think about it. Okay. All right. Is that okay for number 21? Yes or no?
Yeah.
21.
Yes.
Okay, now. Okay. Let me go to 22 then. All right, 22. You have to use a calculator for this one. This one, you have to use a machine, man, because it's going to be big old numbers. All right. Number 3. Number 22, it says solve, and it's going to be a system equation. Let me write it up. Okay, this one is going to be, it's going to say 1x minus 3y equals 4. Let's do it again. Do it again, one more time. There you go. So this one's going to be 22. Solve. And it says 1x minus 3y plus 4z equals 12. And 2x plus 1y plus 1z equals negative 4. And negative 2x plus 3y minus 3z equals negative 8. Okay, so x, y, z, x, y, z, x, y, z. A bunch of 3 letters this time. Instead of 1, 2, I got 3 letters. X, y, z, x, y, z. Okay, so now, but I don't want to do canceling x's, counting y's, counting z's, because it'll take like 3 pages to do that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use the matrix on the graphing calculator, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay. All right. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to write everything without letters. So there's a 1x, I just put 1. There's a minus 3, just put a minus 3. That's a 4, and that's a 12. Next one's going to be a 2, a 1, a negative 4. And a negative 2, a 3, a negative 3, and a negative 8. Okay, so this right here is the same as this one. We're going to call this a matrix A in a little bit. Okay, this was going to be called. All right, so I got the numbers 183, 412, 211. Okay, is that okay for that? For the how I got the numbers? Just take all the letters away. Just put that in, just the numbers. Everybody okay with step number one? Now, to put it in your calculator, let me show you how to do it in the machine, if you don't remember. Okay, let me get my machine on. Hang on a second. All right, let me show you how to do it. All right, here's my calculator. Ready? To get this, to put in here, you gotta do this. You gotta go second matrix, matrix. I'll write it out. You're gonna put second matrix. Okay, you what do you gotta do? Hit second matrix, and then you gotta go to edit, edit. Okay, second matrix, edit, move it over to edit. And now A is right there. That's the one I want to do. A. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna hit enter. And I don't know what numbers you have up there, 4433, but I want to have a 3 and a 4. 3 rows and 4 columns. That's what that means. So up here, I'm going to put 3, enter, 4, enter. And now you might have numbers already in there. It doesn't matter because we're going to replace them. Okay, so let me do it again from the beginning. Okay, let's do this from the very beginning again. Okay, from the very beginning, step number one again. Get out there. Okay, so to do this, you're going to go second matrix, move it over to edit, and then hit enter. 3 by 4. All right, so there it is. It's set up. Now, what you're going to have to do is put the number in. Ready? I'll show you how to do that. See the one right here? Where my finger is? You put 1 and hit enter. Then you go to the next number. -3. Just right here. -3. You hit enter. And then you go 4 and you hit enter. And then you go 12 and you hit enter. And you go 2, you hit enter. 1, you hit enter. 1, you hit enter. -4, you hit enter. -2, you hit enter. 3, enter. -3, enter. And the last one is -8, enter. Okay, so I put the last one. So now you're going to put second and quit. Second, let me write down. Second, quit. Okay. All right. Once I put all the numbers in, I put second and quit. So there's nothing on my screen. Now, to make sure I didn't mess it up, I'm going to do this. Second, matrix, and then I'm going to put A and just hit enter. I'm going to go second, matrix, A, enter, and enter again. All right, what you should see right now in front of you, you should see exactly the same numbers. You should see 1, a -3, a 4, and a 12. You should see a 2, a 1, a 1, and a -4. And you should see a -2, a 3, a -3, and a -8. You should see all these numbers right here. All right, did everybody get at least part 1? Did you put the numbers in there?
You were going too fast, so I don't know.
I'll do it again. That's okay. I'll start again from the beginning. Okay. Let me start again. Okay. I'm gonna start again from the beginning. Okay. Let me do it again. All right. So I'm gonna start from step number 1 in about 1 minute. I'm gonna do it again. All right. Let's do it again. Ready? Go second matrix. Everybody get that far? Yes or no? Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
second, and matrix. All right. Once you get there, then you can move it over to edit. Move it over right there. EDIT. Is everybody right there in edit? Second matrix edit. And then I want to use A. Today we're just going to use the letter A all the time. So A is right there. It's already highlighted there in front of me. So I just have to hit enter. Once I hit enter, it's going to give you numbers up there. And I don't know what you have. It should be a 3 by 4. So right there, you just hit 3 and enter and put 4. Okay. So all it does is sets up that 3 rows by 4 columns ready to go. And it doesn't matter what numbers there because we're going to change them. So now I want to put this number in first. Ready? So how do you put the 1 in there? Right here, you just type it in there. Put 1 and hit enter. Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Then you go next one. -3. That's the little sign on here. -3 and hit enter. And then 4 and you hit enter. And then 12 and you hit enter. And then 2 and you hit enter. And then 1 and you hit enter. And 1 you hit enter. And -4 you hit enter. And then -2 you hit enter. 3 hit enter. -3 you hit enter. The last one, -8 hit enter. Since that's the last one, I already entered it. The next thing you do, you hit second and quit right here. Second, quit. Okay. Once you put all these numbers in here, you did this. Second and quit. Okay.
Sir, can you
So
show
now,
me, can you do the second and quit for me real quick? It was,
sure, I'll do it.
because I don't know, I pressed the wrong button.
That's okay. I'll do it now. All right. So second matrix edit, and you hit enter. 3 by 4, and then I'm just gonna put the numbers in again. Okay. Even though they might be already there, I don't care. I'm gonna put 1, hit enter. -3, hit enter. 4, hit enter. 12, hit enter. 2, hit enter. 1, hit enter. 1, hit enter. -4, enter. -2, enter. 3, enter. -3, enter. -8, enter. Okay. Once I put everything in there, I know it's in there. Second quits right here. See where here's the blue key right here? Second, this one, and then next to it. So go second, and then quit right next to it. Second and quit right there. Did you get that far?
Yes.
Okay. So now, once I do that, it clears out my screen. But I want to know, did I put everything right or not? So to do that, you got to do this, the next part. Okay, we did this part already. So now we're in this part right here. We did part 1, part 2. Now we're doing part 3. All right. Second matrix. So second matrix. Okay. So now I just want to know what it is. So A is already highlighted right there. See it? A. So you're just gonna hit enter and hit enter again 2 times. Okay. You're gonna get all these numbers right here. These numbers have to be the same. These numbers here and these numbers have to match. If all your numbers match exactly the numbers up there, you did it right. If you don't match, if anything messes up, doesn't come out right, you need to redo the whole thing because it's not right. All right. Did everybody get all the numbers on here matching? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So if you got them all matching, then now we can let the machine do the work to work it out and give me all the XYZ answers. So now the way you do that is, okay, so this, we know it's okay. I checked it. I put them in. Yes, I got it right. So now what I'm going to do is the next step is okay. The next step, I'm going to make the calculator do it. Ready? So you're going to go like this. You're going to go second matrix math. And let me write it up here. I'll write it up here so you can see it. It's going to go second matrix math. This. Okay. Let me do it again. You can go second matrix, and math up here in the top. See on top of this is math, you hit to that one, math. So everybody okay right there so far? Okay, let me do it one more time, just to make sure you're understanding. You're gonna go second, matrix, and then math up here. Move it over to math. Now, once you get there, you're gonna have to hit down arrow. Down arrow, down arrow, down arrow. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And when you finally get to R, R, E, F, that's where you want to be. You want to go R, R, E, F of what thing? So it's either R, R, E, F. That's what you want to do. The R, R, E, F one. You see it? This one has one R, the other one has two R's. The one you want to have has two R's. So now, once I get there and I hit enter, okay, it's going to say this. It's going to say R. Can I hit the enter here? It's going to say R, R, E, F of what? Well, inside here, I need to put the A, so you're going to go like this. Second, matrix, A. Okay, so ready? I'm going to do it like this. Second, matrix, A is already there. Just hit enter and then close it. Okay. All right, so now I have RREF of A, this thing over here. So now, did everybody get to this part here? Second matrix math, down arrow to RREF. Y'all get the RREF, row reduction echelon form. That's what that means.
Do I have to close the A, like the parenthesis?
You don't have to, because what do you have, 84?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it does it for you automatic. But if you have an older machine, like an 82, 81s, 83s, yeah, you have to do it because it doesn't do it for you. But yeah, she asked question, what if I don't put this right here? Then the machine, the 84 plus or titanium gold, it does it for you. But most of the machines will do it for you. But some of the machines, old machines, 81s, 80s, nah, I won't do it. But I'll just put it in. But anyway, so once you do that and you hit it and hit enter again, you're gonna get the answers. They're gonna be right in front of you. So the answer is you hit enter, you're gonna get all the zeros. You're gonna go 1 and 0 and 0 and 0 and 1 and 0 and 0 and 0 and 1. And they're gonna get some answers right here in the little block. The answers right here in the little block are the answers. So I ended up on mine, I got -2, -2, and a +2. These numbers right here in that little circle thing right there are X, Y, Z. This is the X answer, this is the Y answer, and this is the Z answer. So I'm gonna put it right here. So this is the X.
Numbers.
What?
I got different numbers.
That means you put something wrong. Okay, well I'll check it. I'll check first.
I checked.
Yeah, if you get decimals and other things, that means you did something wrong somewhere. But we'll fix it again. All right, this is what you should have got, -2, and 2 for X, Y, Z. Okay, so now let's go back. I'm gonna go back to the problem again, and we're gonna start it from the beginning, okay? Let's just do that. Let me just start from the beginning. Second matrix. Let's go. Okay, I'm just gonna. All right, let's go at the beginning. Okay, I'm just gonna start again from the start, beginning. Okay, clear everything, get out of here. All right, first thing I have the original problem. I write it right here with just numbers. Okay, so now, ready? Follow me. Follow me. Okay. See if you can do this. Second matrix, edit. A, 3 by 4. Okay, you enter them. You try to enter them out right now by yourselves. If y'all can do that skill, hopefully. Just try it. Try to enter all those numbers, and then I'll do it with mine, okay? Do it with yours, and I'll do it with mine. Okay. Enter the numbers, and I'll do it. All right, ready? I'm gonna try to do it in mine. Okay, ready? I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna put 1. It's my finger here, 1. So I'm gonna put 1, and I'm gonna hit enter. I'm gonna move it over. I'm gonna put -3, and I'm gonna hit enter. Then I'm gonna put 4 and hit enter. And I'm gonna put 12 and hit enter. Then I'm gonna put 2, hit enter. 1, hit enter. 1, hit enter. -4, hit enter. -2, hit enter. 3, hit enter. -3, hit enter. And -8, hit enter. All right, all the numbers are in. So next thing I do is I go second, quit. Does everybody get that part? Yes or no? Y'all get that far?
Yes.
Now, to check it, I gotta make sure that everything is exactly the right number. So you're gonna write this. Ready? Second matrix, and A's right there. All you need to do is hit second matrix. What do? You're gonna hit second matrix A, and you're gonna hit enter, 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 and enter. So now, all your numbers exactly like this. If there's one minus sign wrong, or one number wrong, it's not gonna come out right. So you should have a 1, a -3, little minus sign, a 4, and a 12. You should have a 2, a 1, a 1, and -4. You should have a -2, a 3, a -3, and a -8. That's what you should have. Exactly those numbers in your machine. Does everybody have exactly those numbers? Yes or no?
Give me 1 second. I'm redoing mine.
That's okay. We'll do it again. Yeah, because it's like you work in a hospital. You have 12 people to do. You have to give medicine to 12 people in 12 rooms at 12 different times. Does it matter which one you do? Positive, negatives? Yeah, of course it does. Everything has to be the right number in the right place. Okay, right number in the right place. So.
Then after I enter everything, I push second and quit.
Yes. Okay. So you got all this stuff in there. It's second and quit. And then the next step is second matrix A, enter, enter, and you should see exactly the same numbers. They're right there. If it doesn't come out exactly, it means something's not okay. Something is wrong. Hopefully not. Y'all got it? Hopefully.
When I entered second matrix, and then you went to math, and then you put R, E, F,
Okay,
X.
so you know what we did? Just right there?
Yeah, the R,
Okay.
R. Yeah,
Okay, so let's do that right now.
on mine.
So let's go. Second matrix, you go to math, and you go down arrow, right? Down arrow, down arrow. And you gotta make sure you get to the RREF. So this is one that has RREF. You have to hit that one, exactly that one.
Okay.
RREF. 2 R's. It has to be 2 R's. If you don't do that, it's wrong. Did you get that one right there?
Yeah.
All right, hit enter. Okay, so now it's gonna say RREF of what? Well, RREF, and what I want to do is I want to have that A inside there to make it do it. So to make this happen, that's why I did this up here. Second matrix, the A. So you're gonna go to once you have RREF, you hit enter already. You're gonna do it second, and you're gonna hit the matrix, and then the A is right there already. So you just have to hit enter, and I closed it. You don't have to. So you should look like this. RREF of what? A. RREF of what? A. That's what it should look like on your machine right now. Is that what you see in front of you? Yes or no?
Yeah, I got it. And I got the same answers you have now.
Okay, and then what but you guys do, because there's an REF and an RREF, and they're different. This one's the row reduction echelon form of your N by N matrix, whatever. But
yeah, I was
will do it.
Second step.
Oh, okay. So now, did you get exactly the numbers? -2, and 2?
Yes.
Okay, so you got, yeah. If you start getting all these decimal numbers, that means you put something wrong. That's all it means. But if you got 222 or 537 or something like that, some whole numbers, because they're going to be like
putting a +8 instead of a -8, so it's giving me something totally different.
Yeah, if you change anything, if you change a negative here and a positive, it'll just throw everything off. It's kind of like this. let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say, all right, let's say next year, you're working at Santa Rosa Hospital, and you work with all kinds of blood in the RN and the ER rooms. So now they're gonna give you all kinds of stuff, like they're gonna give you something called AB positive, they're gonna be AB negative, there's gonna be O positive, O negative. You're gonna get all these kinds of blood, and you better not mix them up. Because you mix them up and put them in somebody's arm, bad things are gonna happen. Does that make sense? So you're telling me that the negative sign doesn't matter? Does this plus and minus thing? Yeah. Anything that's different is gonna mess it up. So I'm just telling you. So if you put all these numbers here, if there's a minus, you have to have a minus in it. If there's a minus, you better put the minus signs in. Never, the numbers have to be really right. The signs have to be right, because anything that's not right messes it up. You'll see when you work in Santa Rosa as an RN, taking out blood and putting blood in people's arms and stuff. It'll be fun, right? Just don't mess up. Just don't mess up. Oh, plus, it does have an expiration date. Expires. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, if you have right now, if you have milk in the refrigerator, it says this. It says 4-1-21. There's a milk carton right now in your refrigerator, and it says 4-1-21 expired milk. Do you drink it today? Yes or no? Tell me yes or no. It's the refrigerator says, you know what? I'm gonna eat some sugar frosted flakes. Oh, look, there's some milk. Expired April 1st, 21. Is that still good or not good? Yeah, well, the answer is no. It's bad. Okay. It's bad stuff. Okay. All right, let me go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. All right. So I'm going to say 22. It's okay. I'm going to go 23, okay? All right. Number 23. It says evaluate or something. It says the sum from x, it doesn't matter the letter, x equals whatever, to 4 of 8x plus 2. Okay, I'm going to show you the long way, and I'm going to show you the calculator way. All right, if you don't have a calculator that does this thing, you need to start on the bottom, and you just stop on the top. Like this. Start here, stop there. And you start with a 1, you put it in there. This is going to be 8 times 1 plus 2 plus 8 times 2 plus 2 plus 8 times 3 plus 2 plus 8 times 4 plus 2. There you go. So now, once you do all of that, you put in a calculator and hit enter. And it should give you an answer. So put it like that in a calculator and give you the answer. Yeah, I'll do it the long way. Because some of you don't have calculators, I know. 8 plus 2 plus 16 plus 2 plus 24 plus 2 plus 32 plus 2. There you go, like that. And those numbers are going to be what? 10, 18. So 10 plus 18 plus 26 plus 34. And then calculator, I don't know, what is that number? What is that? The answer. Tell me. Was all those numbers added together is how much? Did y'all get it? Okay. Or another way to do it is you just go to your calculator. You just hit. Let me see how to do it right now. Math, and go down to see summation. There it is. I saw it. We can do it again. So you go math until you see summation. So you go math, down arrow until you see what? Summation. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right there. You see this. like that. Okay, once you see that thing, you hit enter. Then it's gonna give you boxes. It's gonna go to the computer, the calculator computer where it's gonna go like this. It's gonna say, all right, what number do I start in? Where does it get to? Okay, got it. And where's it gonna stop up here? Okay, what else does it want to know? And what formula do you want to use? Yeah. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put X, you're gonna put 1, you're gonna put a 4, and then here you're gonna put 8X plus 2. Okay, and then you hit enter. Okay, so let me try my calculator so you can watch me. You're gonna put X, then you're gonna put 1, then you're gonna put 4, then I'm gonna put 8X plus 2 right here. 8X plus 2. Get out of it. So it looks like this. X is 1 to 4, 8X plus 2. And then once you put it in like that, hit enter, it'll do it for you. If you hit enter, the answer is what? 88 again. Y'all see it? All right, y'all get 88 the first way and 88 the second way, yes or no?
Yes.
This way and this way. All right, I'm just gonna say that you have the skill, okay? All right, I'm gonna go number 24. Is that okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna go next one, okay? All right, the next question. All right, page number 5. Let me get some new papers right here. Okay. All right, number 24. Test 3, 5. All right, the next one looks like this. It says x plus 3 to the power of 5. And it says to use this. Use a binomial theorem. What is that? Okay, so now, the way you do the binomial theorem, it looks like this. I'm just going to set it up down here. Ready? You're going to put CNR key first. Number 5 and 0 and blanks. Plus CNR key 5 and 1 and blanks. CNR key 5 and 2 and blanks. CNR 5 and 3 and blanks. CNR 5 and 4 and blanks. And CNR 5, 5 and then 2 blanks right here. Okay, that's what you go. You start with whatever's up here, and then you go 5, 0, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 5, 4, 5, 5. All right, now inside the little blocks, you're gonna put the numbers, the x and 3, 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 all the way across, x3, 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 all the way across. So copy that down. So now, you're going to start with the big power, like Sesame Street. Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like that. Ready? You're going to start with a big number again, 5. I'm going to put it right here, 5. And if you make 5 smaller by 1, what's the next number going to be?
4.
1 smaller, 4. And you make that one smaller, you think it's going to be a 3? So it goes 5, 4, 3. What's the next number?
2.
2. What's the next number?
1.
1,
And 0.
0. Okay, now you start with the little number and make it bigger. 0, Now make it bigger.
1,
1. Next one.
2,
2. The next one I would say is 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. What else?
4,
4. And the last one is what?
5.
5. So there's the answer in front of you. But you're gonna have to use your calculator to figure it out. And they use a calculator. I'll bring my machine in a second. So this, what is 5 CNR mean? Okay, let me write here. So 5 math PRB NCR 0. What does that give you? Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this right now on the machine. Ready? 5 math PRB NCR. We're down to NCR. Then put a 0. 5 NCR 0. That one right there, right? Enter. I got 1. Did y'all get 1 for that one?
1 second.
Okay. 5 NCR 0.
Okay, I got that.
Got it? Okay. So now I'm gonna do the same thing the next one. I'm gonna go 5 math. Again, hang on. Let me show you a trick to this thing here also. Yeah, I'm gonna go 1. All right. So if I don't want to write all this stuff again, you can just do this. See right here, right now? That's what your calculator has. You can just do like this. You can just put in. Well, I'll just do it the long way. Okay, ready? So next one's gonna be 5, and it's gonna be math, PRB, NCR again, and then so I'm gonna put 1 this time. Okay, do that one. Give me the answer for that one.
5.
Yep, it's 5. And then the next one's gonna be a 2 in there. So I'm gonna do the same thing. And that one. Okay, so I'm gonna go 5 math probabilities NCR. And I'm gonna put 2 enter. I got 10. Y'all get 10 for the next one?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm gonna put a 3 in there. You tell me what you get for the 3. Y'all do it.
10 again.
10 again? Okay. And then we put 4 in there. What'd you get for that?
5.
Okay. And then the last one, 5 NCR 5. What'd you get for 5 and 5?
1.
And
1. Okay. So there's all the answers, right? So now you're going to put these numbers back in the original problem. So 5 NCR 0, we ended up with 5, so replace it. 1. And x to the 5, well, that's just x to the 5. Any number 0 is a 1. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And 5 CNR 1, that's a 5. Put a 5 there. And x4 is x4. And 3 is just 3. 5 CNR 2 is 10. And x3 is just x3. Okay, this is a hard part. 3 squared means 3 times 3, which is a 9. Plus 5 CNR 3 is 10. Put 10 there. And then you have x to the 2 power. And 3 times 3 is 9. 3 is 27. I got that part. Plus 5, 4. What is 5, 4? I got 5 times just regular x. And then 3 times 3 is 9. 3 is 27. 81. The last one. 5, 5. 1. And x to 0, that's a 1 again. And 3 to the power of 5. I don't know. What is that number? What's 3 times? Give me an answer for that one. What y'all get for that? 3 to the 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, do it 5 times. What'd you get? Tell me what you got, whatever you think it is.
$27.
Oh, this one here. 3 to the 5 power, or 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. This number right here. What do you think it is? Do it in the calculator. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Don't use your head, do it in the calculator. What is it?
27? Oh, no, I totally got it wrong.
Okay, let's stop. Let me help you a little bit. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 5 times, okay? How much?
240.
Times it, multiply. Yeah, somebody said 243. Is it okay? Yes or no? 243? Is everybody okay with 243?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it in here then. You said 243. All right, so now the answer is gonna be right in front of me now. Let's do the answer. Ready? 1 times x5. What do you think this is gonna be right here where my fingers are?
X5.
1 x5. Okay. The next one, what do you think 5 times 3 is gonna be?
15x.
15x. Yeah, 15x, make the power smaller. Next one, 10 times 9 is
90.
90. There you go. And 27 times 10, calculator,
270.
270. And 5 times 81, calculator,
405.
405. There you go. 405. And the last one's numbers and numbers and numbers. 1 times 1 times 243.
243.
Yeah, 243. 243. All right. So there's my answers right there. So all this right here, and I'm gonna highlight it so you can see it. All this thing in this yellow thing right here is my answer. You'll see it? All of it. All this thing. Let me just highlight all of it. There it is. All this stuff in yellow is the answer. Yes? Is that okay? So just set it up, use a calculator, put the numbers back in. That's number 24. I'm gonna go to number 25. Is that okay? 25?
Is it
No?
okay to do another one like that? Because this one's like kind of confusing to me.
What? Okay, you know what? Just for you, I'm gonna make the numbers smaller. How's that? I mean, it's not gonna make it that much. Well, let's just do one more. All right, let's do the same problem and let's change the number. Okay, let's say 24, and I'm gonna say x plus 2 to the power of, I don't know, let's say 3, so it won't be so long. Okay. All right, there it is. X plus 2 to the 3 power. All right, so we're gonna put the C and R key. Ready? And the way you do this, you start with this power, the big power right here. I'm gonna use that number right there. Ready? So follow me. You're gonna put C and R. You're gonna put C and R, 3 and 0, and something goes in there. Next one, start with the number 30. Next one's gonna be C and R of 3, 1, and then something goes there. And then C and R of 3 and 2, and something goes there. You keep going until the numbers match. So next one will be 30, 31, 32. Oh, all right, 3 and 3, they're matching now. Yay. Okay, so they're matching right there. So that's the end of it. Okay, it's always going to be one more than this. Is this 3? There's 4. If it's 4, it's 5. See what I'm saying? Inside the blocks, X and 2, X and 2, X and 2, X and 2. Okay, is everybody okay with all the X2s in there? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, start with a big power. What is the big power up here? 3, right? So put 3 right here. Then make it smaller. Okay, what's the next smaller? What's smaller than that?
2.
2. And it's gonna be 1, 0, right? So 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Now I'll start with the little number. Ready? 0. Make it bigger. Ready? 0, and then
1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
It'll get smaller. 3, 2, 1, 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, it's ready to go, but you need to calculate these things right here. This C and R keys, you have to use a calculator to do it. Can you do it without a calculator? Yeah, but it's super long and complicated. You don't want to do that. It's like, nah, you don't want to do that. It's too much work. All right, so let me do this one here. Ready? How do I do this with my calculator? I'm going to do it down here. You go 3. You go math. You go to probability and statistics area. And then you go to NCR key and you put 0 and hit enter. So everybody do that right now with me. Follow me. 3. Okay. You're going to go 3. Math. Probability PRB. NCR, move down here. You're going to put 0. And what did you get?
1.
What y'all get? 1. Okay, now let me show you a shortcut. I'll show you a shortcut now. If I just hit the key, see this key right here? If I just hit the blue key second and enter, it'll repeat what I just did. Y'all see it up there? So what you can do, you backspace and put a 1. Guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna do the next one, isn't it? 3 NCR 1. Okay, what's that gonna be? Doing the count, enter. What'd you get?
3.
Yep. And then I'm going to do shortcut again. I'm going to hit second and enter, and then there it is again. I'm going to backspace and put the new number 2. 3 NCR of 2. Okay, so he said this one was a 3. And what's 3 NCR 2? Give me a number.
3.
Yeah, you're right. It's 3. And then 3 NCR of 3. Give me the answer. Second enter. Go backspace and change it to 3. What'd you get?
1.
1. All right. So I got this answer, that one, and that one, and that one. There's my answer. So now I'm gonna replace all these NCR things with those numbers. Ready? So 3 NCR 0. What did you get for that?
1.
1. The 1 here. And x to the 3 is just x to the 3, and any number to the 0 is always a 1. 3 NCR 1. There it is. What's 3 NCR 1? That one right there. My fingers are. What is it?
3.
What's the answer over here? 3. And x2, well, that's just x2. And 2 to the 1 power is just a regular 2. And 3 NCR2, 3 NCR2, this one here, where my fingers are, what do you think that one is?
3.
What do you think the answer is? 3, exactly. 3, x. And 2 to the power of 2 means 2 times 2 is 4. Next one. 3 NCR3, right here, where my fingers are. 3 NCR3. 3 combination of 3. What do you think that is?
1.
1. So I'll put a 1 here. And any number to the 0 is still 1. And 2 to the 3 power means 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. Because I had to do this 3 times. See this right here? 3 times. This number here, 3 times. In other words, 2 to the 3 power means 2 times 2 times 2, which really means 8. You'll see that on here. All right. Now, they're ready. It's ready to go. All right, give me the answer. What do you think goes in the box right here? What is it? So what about the first two? My
1.
finger in the first two. 1, 1, x3, yes or no? Next one. This one.
Six x squared.
Yep, exactly. Next one. What about those two?
12x.
That's right. And the last number, 1 times 8.
8.
All right, so that's the answer right there in the box. That's it.
Yeah, thank you. I was just kind of confused at first because the other one was bigger, so I kind of lost track.
Yeah, and actually all it is 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 because one more than that. And if it's a 4, that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other one had 5, so it's gonna be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just, but they won't give you more than 5. That's like the max thing they'll do. All right, 24, okay? And you can try some more in there in your math lab, guys. All right, I'm gonna go 25. Is it okay? Yes? 25?
Yes.
Do with that? Okay, let's go to that one. All right. So again, what are we doing? Task number 3. And I'm going to do number 25. Okay, ready? So on this one, it says solve the following. Okay, got it. Solve, and let's see what this says. It says 2 plus square root of 3x minus 2 equals x. Okay, there's the problem. So first thing I want you to do is rewrite it so it makes it a little bit easier. Okay? So to rewrite it means what? I need to I don't know what I need to do. You tell me. Let me get rid of the 2. Let's do this first. So what I'm gonna do is this way. I'm gonna go minus 2 there, and I'm gonna go minus 2 there. I know these are gone. So I have square root of 3x minus 2 equals x minus 2. Is everybody okay with step 1, 2? So now, so now I'm gonna square both sides. Ready? Let me get my pen. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna square the left side, and I'm gonna square the other side too. There it is. Square the left, square the right. So now the left side, square root of 3x minus 2 squared is just gonna be the inside part. So it's gonna copy it. Now this one you gotta do the long way. X minus 2, x minus 2. So 3x minus 2 is, ready? X times x. Somebody tell me the answer. What's x times x?
X squared.
X squared. All right, good answer. X squared. And what's x times negative 2? What is it?
4.
So x times x squared, x times x, negative 2x. And, okay, x times x squared, x times x, negative 2. Now, negative 2 times x is negative 2x also. And a negative times a negative is a positive something. You tell me what it is. A negative 2 is a negative 2 is a 4. Okay, so now 3x minus 2 equals x squared. Now, here's the hard part. Don't tell me the answer yet. A negative 2 added to another negative 2, what do you think that will be? Think like this, negative $2 in your wallet and negative $2 in your wallet means how much money did I take out of your wallet?
-4.
Exactly. So negative 4x. All right, is everybody okay? See how I get the negative 4 in the middle? Negative 2 and negative 2 is just negative 4. All right, so now I need to bring everything that's on the left side, that linear equation guy over here, bring to the other side with a quadratic. I'm gonna bring all this to the other side, but you need to make sure you change all the signs all the time. So positive 3x becomes what? If you bring it over here, change the sign, what is positive 3x going to become?
Negative.
Yes, negative 3x, exactly. And if I bring this negative 2 over here, it's also going to change signs.
Positive
So
2.
now it's going to be, exactly. So now I'm going to combine all these like terms. So I have x squared And again, I'm going to highlight it for you. I have negative 4x and I have negative 3x. Think like money again. Take out the $4 in your wallet, give it to me, and $3 more in your wallet, give it to me. How much is gone? Negative what?
-1.
Okay. Same thing. I want you to take out $4 from your wallet, purse, whatever. Give it to me. And then I want you to take another $3 out and give it to me also. So how much money is gone away from your wallet or purse? Think about it. You gave me $4 and you give me another $3. How much is gone?
7.
Yeah, there you go. Now see why it's 7? And 4 plus 2, that's just a 6. So minus and minus means it's just gone. I have it. All right, so now we have x squared minus 7x plus 6. Now, possible numbers are 6 times 1 and 2 times 3. These numbers are possible for 6, but we need to get a 7. So, what do you think we're going to use? Tell me.
6 and 1.
Yeah, I would think so. Because 1 times 6 or 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 and 1, is that a 7? Okay, so now, you think they're going to be both negative signs? Think about it. A negative times a negative, does that give you a positive 6? A negative times a negative, is that positive?
Yes.
And, let me do it again. A negative times a negative is a positive 6. And negative 6 and the negative $7 out of your wallet is negative 7, right? See the negative 6 and negative 1 together is negative 7. So this first times first is first, last times last is last, and the two middle ones, and negative 6 and negative 1 is negative 7. So now, I know that's set up right, but I need to solve this one here. That one equals 0, or x minus 6 equals 0. Looks like we're going to get two answers, right? Solving x minus 1 equals 0, what do? Add something. If I add 1, I'm going to have x equals 1. I got one answer here. Or x minus 6, I'm going to add 6 and add 6 over here. X equals 6. So now, I'm going to write this word here. Maybe is correct. I need to check, make sure I didn't get messed up, okay? So I got a positive 1, but I also have a positive 6. There's two answers that look pretty good. They look like they're right. Both of them look good. Okay? So you need to check this stuff, okay? Kind of like this. Let me ask you a question. Okay, let me get the favorite place. Okay, there's two sweet and low packages in front of me, right? Go to Whataburger, order your double meat, double cheese, double bacon with water slice, onion rings, everything else. And you check it. When you get your stuff, you check your order. Is it right? Is this one work? Is this one right? Yes. Because like, I'm gonna example. This one has sweet and low stuff in it. This one, it's empty. So whatever you get down here, you need to check it up there. Okay. Whatever you get here, what do you do? Check it. Make sure it's okay. Okay. So let's go. Let's check this. So I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna say try x equals 1. You think that'll work? I don't know. Let's find out. So 2 plus square root of 3x minus 2 equals x. So let's put the numbers in here. 3 times 1 minus 2, is that going to give you a 1? I don't know. Let's do it. 3 times 1 is 3 minus 2, and that's going to be square root of 1. And that's going to be 2 plus 1, that's going to be, 3. Oh, man, look at that. No way. Bad. It's wrong. It didn't work. Send it back to the manager. The Whataburger order is wrong. They didn't put my toasted bread. It doesn't work. Try the other number. try x equals 6. Is that gonna work? Let's find out. Is it correct? Order number 6, is it ready? Is it correct? Let's check it. All right, put 6 in here. So 3 times 6 minus 2, is that going to be a 6? I don't know, maybe. 3 times 6 is 18 minus 2. And that's going to be square root of 16. And square root of 16 looks like it's going to be a 4, right? Is that what I got? And 2 plus 4 is 6 on this side. And over here, hey, everything's correct? All 16s are ordered. Double cheese, double bacon, what else? Onion, Creole, onion, jalapenos, everything's right. Everything's 6 match 6. This is good. So now, what do you think the answer is? Is this one bad? And if this one's bad, in my answer box, I want you to tell me the good answer. The answer. What is the answer for this problem? 6? Somebody said 6. Is that okay? Yes or no? Is everybody okay? 6? 6? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Yes. Y'all agree with them? Is the answer going to be 6?
Yes.
Okay. So if it is 6, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you know how to do this question, right? All right. Is that okay right there for that page? All right. So I'm going to go back and staple this thing together here. So I know that we finished test number 3. Yay. All right. So your assignment is you're going to do test number 3. You're going to do test what? You're going to question number 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. You're going to finish all these. And then on Monday, we're going to start doing all the final exam questions. So do these right here. And that's the end of it. That we're done with this class. We're just going to do final now. Okay? Understand, guys, right? Just say yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we understand. All right, get out of here. Go.
All right. Thank you.
All right, guys. See y'all later. I'm gonna turn it off in 1 minute. Y'all ready, man? Get ready for the final.
Bye,
Y'all are
sir.
smart. All right, bye. Thank you, guys. I'll see y'all later, man. Seconds. I'm shutting it off. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. Later.